Well, happy holidays to gay men and women from Candace Cameron. The former sitcom actress has announced the movies she will be producing for Great American Family Network will not be including LGBTQ plus storylines. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Candace said, quote, "I knew the people behind Great American Family were Christians that loved the Lord and wanted to promote faith programming and good family entertainment. I think that Great American Family will keep traditional marriage at the core." She didn't mention if traditional marriage included interracial marriage, which we know has only been legal in the US since 1967, thanks to the Supreme Court decision Loving versus Virginia. Of course, even if she does feel that blacks marrying whites is not traditional marriage, she'd never say that. And that's because closed-minded Christians know they can't get away with that level of open prejudice anymore, but they can still get away with categorizing gays and lesbians and transgender folk as something less than other forms of human life. Now, Candace used to make movies for the Hallmark Channel, and the Hallmark Channel is planning to release a movie this December, The Holiday Sitter, which has a gay-male relationship at its core. No word on whether that's why Candace fled the Hallmark coop, but if you're interested in watching The Holiday Sitter, it does air on December 11th on the Hallmark Channel. And after receiving the expected level of backlash, Candace predictably rushed to social media to supposedly clarify. Quote, "It absolutely breaks my heart that anyone would ever think I intentionally would want to offend and hurt anyone. If you know me, you know that I am a person who loves fiercely and indiscriminately." Well, I don't know Candace Cameron, but I do know plenty of people like her who twist around the word of God to promote their own sanctimonious image while openly discriminating against people who aren't like them, supporting anti-gay legislation, and making it next to impossible for transgender people to feel as if they have any place in society. Do you see fierce and indiscriminate love from Candace Cameron there? So what have we learned? Number one, open discrimination against the LGBTQ plus community is still fair game for small minds who call themselves Christian. People like Candace Cameron. And I want to make clear, I don't mean to indict all Christians because I know many are happy to live their lives in accordance with their beliefs and let others do the same. If you really believe that God is the one making the ultimate judgment on people based on their behaviors, then what are you so worried about, Candace Cameron? Number two, you can be as big a star as Mel Gibson once was, or as small as Candace Cameron, and get away with being a Hollywood homophobe in 2022. Now I ask you, did Candace Cameron have to go out of her way to mention in that interview that Great American Family would not feature gay couplings? No, she did not. So why did she do it? She did it intentionally to reach out to her fellow homophobes who don't want their image of family marred by the reality of same-sex couples and gay marriage. Fine, live your life that way. We love you, but only because God requires it of us. And aren't we wonderful people for making that exception? Thank you, Candace Cameron. Number three, though it's still accepted practice in the United States to marginalize gay people, we have the ability to make that choice much harder for Candace Cameron and so many like her. Speaking up online and in person about your support of the LGBTQ plus community is a great start. Contacting your congressional reps and senators and telling them thank you for supporting the Respect for Marriage Act, or conversely, for not supporting it, that's another way. Attending pride parades and festivals in your area is easy and generally a lot of fun, and supporting programming created by gay people helps too. And finally, by steering clear of channels like Great American Family, but letting them know that the exclusionary practices on display in their entertainment is the reason you won't allow it in your homes. Now, it's never fun to have to bring up distasteful issues like this around the holidays, or ever to brand an actress as a bigot. All Candace Cameron had to do was promote her movie, keep her mouth shut about her narrow-mindedness, and who would have been the wiser? But there's something more important to Candace Cameron than serving the public with heartwarming entertainment that reflects the values of her Lord. And that is promoting the Candace Cameron brand, developing a Candace Cameron following, and getting her contract renewed. For Candace Cameron, the only way to make these things happen is to offer up her lack of sophistication, her lack of tolerance, and her lack of true Christian values, because it's the only way she can make a buck. For more intolerance from like and subscribe to us at YouCantBeatBlue. Join our Facebook group and hit us up on our website, YouCantBeatBlue.com. Merry Christmas!